Hello? Hello? Do you hear me? Hello? I see me. Oh yeah, welcome to the 24th of June in the year of the 2026. Holy moly. We are starting off spectacularly this afternoon. I hope you are finding amusement in your day as well. But hello, welcome. Wednesday. Oh, you just turned on your computer and you Huzzah! Well then, if you haven't heard the new Rumble Grumble that came out last night into today, boy oh boy, do I have a yarn to spin for you. Actually, spinning of yarn. Hold on, that's a very apropos segue. So we're just going to start in early with the puns. Actually, you know what I should do before I tease you with all of the goodness? Oh, welcome. Oh, folks are piling on in. Please, there are seats up in the front row for the most amazing peanut gallery chatters. There was a time somebody thought that the chat should name themselves Carney, and I was like, Canada's got enough problems. We don't want to be associated with any Carnies right now. We might be a circus, but we're not for that, Carney. And there are plenty of options up in the nosebleed section for the most spectacular workers and lurkers, because you know what, boys and girls, if you're not enjoyable to just listen to, if you're not in chat, then you are missing an opportunity, because sometimes you're like me. Most of the time I have lots of folks on in the background, but I'm only in the chat sometimes because I can't fucking sit down all that time to be in chat, and I love y'all, but I just can't do it. So I also try to make sure that we are marginally enjoyable for you too, to just keep us on in the background. Hello. Oh, careful.
Fine.
Oh, I'm holding my, there. Sighting. There's been a sighting.
Ceiling fan in the mirror.
Oh. Yes, thank you for making sure that the audience doesn't get motion sick, because weird spinny things in the background besides the weird spinny thing that is the sewing machine, my only Singer 27 vertical shuttle bullet bobbin piece. So I was starting off with yarns. Oh, you know what? There's one last thing. You did not do, kid. Welcome to the Sew Show with the one, the only, the most adorable hostess this side of 3i Atlas. Yup, the ringleader who provides a show that you didn't ask for, but maybe you might get some enjoyment out of. The one, the only Phoenix Electra. Yup, you're here because I'm so vain. I turn the camera on 3 days a week. Saturdays and Sundays at noon, and Wednesdays at 3 p.m. Pacific time. As I bash my spindle onto the table. But this spindle is getting a little full, so I thought our first yarn could be, I'm going to separate this and I will show you all how I start a new spool. So here we are. Should I give a little, hey, this is a spindle, because I do, amongst all of the other things, we also have some fiber that we're spinning. Sewing windle, nope. Spindle machine, nope, that's not the right word either. So it'll come to me. This is a drop spindle, and it is a spinning wheel. Holy moly, kids, that should not have taken that long for my brain to put those words together. So in my hand, I have a freshly made spool of yarn, and at some point when I'm done with this part that I'm working on now, we'll combine them, and it's called plying, but I'm not ready to ply that tail yet. Right now we're just doing singlets. So, one empty spindle, one hank of whatever your fiber of choice is. Is it hemp? Is it cotton? Is this alpaca something? Alpaca the picnic, if you Haka the stories. Alright. So, Phoenix, what did you just do? I, in my left hand, that's the hand I like it in. That's what she said. Yep, I did say that. And there's a little hook on this spindle. This is an easy spindle because we've got some that are not so easy. There's no little hook and you do this other weird magical thing. Hello, hello, welcome, welcome, Panda the Torture Clown. Hand, purple, blue piece. You want... Oh, yes, yes, we've got, and there's embroidery, and I've done my hand. Welcome, welcome. I hope you are well. I was just showing how I start a new yarn on my spindle. Oh, we're gonna get here. I pull it a length and I turn clockwise and then I just hold it. And then I give a nice little twist to it and then I just wrap it around. And ta-da! The hard part is deciding which thickness of yarn, and that's dependent on how fast you spin it. The skinnier the initial thread is, the faster, but you need to make it a long enough draw and all sorts of fancy spinny things. But here on the machine is a piece of water-soluble stabilizer with some blue and practicing stitches from the tome that is the tatting and netting book from 18 something or other that I printed off. And don't use another and. Farther on is the section where they show a more detailed instructions for the different stitch patterns, because came across this technique last year when we read through Mr. Singer's instructions for art embroidery. Boy, did that book shame us. And oh man, have you never felt like a subpar stitcher than reading that book? But they have less detailed schematics, literally just the lines, and my brain, because this technique of even hand sewing outside of probably some very remote fishing villages along the Mediterranean, from what I've seen, doesn't really exist anymore, partly because the net that you do the material has also fallen out of fashion. So I'm waiting for my netting needles to come. Oh, they better shop soon. Or I'm gonna, actually, we might need to figure out how to hack some other tools, maybe with some solder and some heat and somebody else who has access to those tools to help with this, because I think there's only one company in the world that makes the little kits with those particular netting needles. So allegedly I have a set coming to me, but it's not here yet, and I'm thinking about just ordering another set from the actual, what is it, LACIS, Losses company. And just getting another one. Alright. Okay, take a breath, Phoenix, take a breath. We're only sewing. This is not that complicated. The worst that we could do, put a needle through our finger, been there, done that. That we did that live too. But let's not, good hostess. Maybe we'll pick one that I can show off better, because the light on the dark is easier for camera too. So this shape looks like a little flower, So if we take one cell of the blue piece and treat it as this unit, we're sewing a fancy diamond. Did we kind of do that one already? We did, but it doesn't look like there's any top stitching, so let me stitch over it again in this cell over here. I think I must have thought like, oh, that should be fat enough, but this is on water soluble stabilizer, so I need enough stitch density to not fall apart, which before we have anything up for purchase, I need to make this one and hear it and test it. So I'm being vain so we can be our best. But I have been coming up with little designs all week, new things. So I spent an hour, I spent some time last night with the scalpel and the mummer's necklace, carefully trimming through the curvy bits on the scalloped section. That is done, and now next, I will benefit from a round of thread snipping because there's a fair amount that needs to happen. There's more stitching that needs to occur, which means there's just going to be another round after that, and then more thread snipping, finishing up the chain, which is right here, that I can't, the chain for the necklace, then it's got, they all need to be blocked and attached, and then did I say no before I attach the back? I need to apply the little beads that I keep thinking we're like almost done. I'm almost done, and then it's like, and there's this and that and that and that and a little bit more and something else. Oh, we got it 15 minutes in. We've got some stitching started. So starting in for next month, July of, okay, before we get there, let's see. Let's try one from this page, because I know I can actually show better on this camera. Should we try? Well, we're gonna try a whole bunch of them at some point, so I'm gonna do this little guy next, which looks like a circle with curly cues. So let's clear my space. We've got our next section that oh, you know what, Phoenix, you know what, you could be nice. How about you detach momentarily and give a closer upper of what we're doing. So those, here's what I've stitched so far. Because this piece makes me think I've just been thinking about gingham checked picnic blankets and ants. Did somebody just do it? Or spiders or something. Just, it's summer, it's picnic time, there's classic things. Hello, Jess. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm sewing your disappearing blocks. Oh, this pattern is, do you cut each of the pieces or do you sew the strips and then cut it and then fold it and then reassemble it. Because there's one way that that sounds like a very appealing pattern. There's another way that, no thanks, not gonna do it that way. And I'm bet you can guess, maybe some of you. Give me the strips, just so, please. Just bring on the strips. How, okay. I don't understand. Okay, where do we need to start? Do I need to, first, we need to divide this into fours. So, let's just saw that first. Oh, fun, fun, fun. Let's do the tiniest satin stitch that I can pretend I can sew. Across, just it makes it's sewing a block and then cutting it to resew it. Yes, oh, it makes the block look more complicated, right? And I'm sure like there's crazy people who cut out each of those individual pieces and assemble them, and it's like, fluff, no. No. I don't got time for that. But, oh, fun, because actually I have some strips set aside to practice that technique, so maybe I'll have to do a follow-on for that one. Why are you talking in funny voices, Phoenix? I got a funny story. All right, that's where we were. Rumble is updating the requirements for their small creator program, which we participated in for almost 1 month, and we went in. I went in with wanting to find out a piece of information. That piece of information was gathered, so mission success. And here we are. They have there's a couple of questions that I have, but now it's 500 watch hours, up from 200. 75 unique chatters over 30 days, up from 20. 20 clips. They've negotiated. I think Rumble really wants to test their clipping feature in Studio, so we might need to fluff around. Okay, this is why. Because we don't need, this is why they did the line drawings in the other book. Because we can make the circle, but instead of needing a loop-de-loop, it's just a line because we're making diamonds, because these people did this by hand to sew these little shapes. And I don't got time for that. So here we are at the machine. Oh man, yeah, it does make the blocks look super complicated, but it feels like a cheat because the sewing is so relatively easy. Can you turn the thing? Okay, alright. I'm gonna sew a diamond and then actually, this is funny because we're gonna move it up halfway and sew our diamond just halfway so that we've got room. Do I have a pointy tool to sew a circle in the middle? Okay, deep breath, boys and girls. You know how to, we've done this. Mr. Singer showed us how. I'm gonna go and stitch. We're not satin stitching. I am going to back and forth a couple of times. We need this to hold together after we've dissolved the stabilizer. Also, I don't know why in my head this technique on the stabilizer kind of feels like cheating. You're like, Phoenix, who does this anyway? And why would you be cheating? Because having the fabric to stitch over even makes the stitching a little bit easier rather than like in the mummer's necklace where it was a cutout and we sewed just literally in that open space. And that's since I'm stitching on the fabric, but it doesn't matter. Mostly I'm curious as to how this is going to wear because we need to know these things. Called product test. Now I'm going to make this circle. Oh, slow down. Oh, my eyes are like focusing too close and losing time. Nope. Losing space. Did we? Just good. I couldn't tell if I'd done the little diamond section in this spot, so I just went and did that again. Alright, let's have a close-up. Which one did we? There we are. That looks like an eyeball. I see you. So what are we making? We're making the audience run away. In the front cam is a closer upper of the piece at large. Yeah, so folks are grumping over the new requirements. Whatever, they've got to grow, they've got to continue product testing, and you sign in the contract that, let's sew this. Let's make a tulip. Yeah, what are these? Like an inch by half an inch. Two centimeters by 1.5 centimeters. Okay, this tulip. I feel like I need to be intentional, and we're gonna not have the tulip. Do you want the tulip facing down towards the cuff or towards the center? I think because it's kind of towards the middle where the top of the wrist is going to be. This tulip, let's do 2 of them. Let's not, because this is a checkerboard pattern. We're going to sew tulip here and a tulip there, and I think the key to these, the key, a piece to getting the design correct is you have your big square and then you just gotta divide it into a smaller square. Awesome work, workers and lurkers. I see you. Okay, so we're going, and I think to be consistent, we will do them the X's with a very fine satin stitch and then proceed to sew the chart. Let me look at something. Alright, hurry up, cat. Hurry up. Let me open up the snack sack for you. Come on. Shh, before they hear you. Hurry up. You gotta come here. Get there. Hurry. Shh, we're having a secret meeting of the concession stand. They're outside. I checked. Alright, let me fold this up because we don't want free for saliva to dissolve the water soluble stabilizer. course, are you not on camera? That's better. Just close up the concession stand so the boys don't hear it. No, you just go ahead and eat your snacks. I'm just talking loud enough so Loki doesn't notice. Go ahead. But I'm wondering if it's possible with a little heat and or the addition of a soldering iron to take to more modern, like a tapestry needle, something long and skinny, two of them end to end with a kiss of solder, and whichever step is easiest to do first, take a tiny jeweler's saw, or whatever saw, take a tiny saw to cut open the top of the tapestry needle, two of them, and then at the needle end, solder them together to thusly obtain a netting shuttle. This is, oh, because I have the other picture somewhere else. Don't look at that one. Those are the big ones that are super easy to find. What does Phoenix want? The one that's not super easy. Yeah, I'm just going to use my drip. Yeah. We just did that. Clean up aisle 5. Cat saliva on table next to water soluble stabilizer. So this one's for me. Try to keep our work area very clean. Soldering, you got my attention, right? I know. You never know where things are gonna go at the circus, but actually, here, I've got what I'm thinking. I've got the pieces to help folks visualize. A needle, long chunky needle. I need a tool that has, they call them netting shuttles, but for the fine lace ones. But it appears to be 2 needles attached end to end with the edges, the very end of the eye of the needle cut off. So then you end up with 2 open eye sections that are attached in the middle. Because go Phoenix looking for something that, fortunately this tool does exist. There is that lossless company that has a functional but very old-fashionedly simple. So you could solder 2 together and cut off the end. That's what I'm thinking. And luck be on my side that I know someone not that far away with a solder and metallurgy and those types of fascinating skills and tools and brain that I think would be willing to assist me on this project, so I'm gonna, yeah. 'Cause just in case zombie apocalypse times, and heaven forbid the ones I order break and I need some new ones, and I'm just frickin' impatient and I don't really want to order another set when theoretically there should be coming to me very soon. And I'm impatient. Also, just in case I don't like it, it's not like there's a plethora of other retailers that I can go to be like, let me try your netting needle. There is only the one. But I do happen to have a whole bunch of different needles that I could sacrifice to this experiment. Because lucrative, not necessarily, but just for my own edification and just to see if it works. Oh, edification, that's the good word. I want to try it. We're gonna do it! Alright, looks like we go in half and then we do fatter in the middle. Okay, I can do this. Okay, yep, solder might work if you don't put too much pressure on it. Oh yeah, you can order them on Etsy. Yes! They're all from the same company, this Losses company. Yeah, yeah, maybe there's better. I was looking and they're like easily difficult to find. But I ordered a pair off eBay. It's just mine doesn't say that they've shipped yet, and the seller's out of town for 2 more weeks, and I want it now. So I just need to practice this step and continue my netting practice, because we've practiced the knots, but that does not mean that we are finely skilled at them yet. Oh, they look kind of cheesy with the ends crimped onto a shaft. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. And because the shuttle itself doesn't get a lot of pressure so long as you don't wind the thread too tautly that it would cause pressure to accumulate there. But if it was loosely wrapped, yeah, 5 and 7 inches. Yeah, I think that's what's coming. Impatience me. But they do all seem to be resellers of the same. There was any, yeah, stuff that is not differently fashionable. Seems so much easier to procure. I saw significantly more examples of the crappy plastic fatter ones for making like actual nautical fishing nets. But oops, don't touch me like that. Stop. Don't touch me. That is my nose. Yeah, they're out there. I'm waiting. I'm also just curious. Actually, and I just really want to learn how to solder and just I don't know, play with tools. Oh. Alright, I'm gonna go over this piece again. Actually, we should stitch over there. Don't stick. I want blue. Blue. Oh, geez, a lot of these ship from Turkey. Yeah, dying lost art where the tools really don't exist anymore, and in this country have not been fashionable in more than 100 years. Oh, yeah, just get yourself a cheap basic soldering iron. Welders makes one with a temperature control knob for about 40. I can do that, and also in the most short term, I know somebody very close who has one, and since I've never done, I know where to find one, and the instructor for free. Then maybe he'll bring over a bowl of blueberries. Ooh, let's try this more complicated flower. Let's see here. We need to divide our alright, we're 4 across and 4 down. Let's make our grid. Yeah, so that's my plan. And then I can also learn how crummy the needles are if something doesn't work. Ah, you used a $100 digital control model for production work for several years. Oh, that's not too bad. It's interesting how the prices of certain tools that have both commercial and industrial purposes, certain things, the price difference is not as huge as one might think. Interesting. Right, because you do computer, like CAD stuff and fancy computer cutty-outy tools. Awesome, fascinating. So I'm going to sell my first grid, and then I'm just going to divide my halves and halves. Just like you're making little rolls. Divide in half, divide each half in half. You get relatively even-sized rolls. Halves of halves. There's also brazing. I think you use a small torch and a stronger metal than tin and lead. Oh, I didn't know that had a different what's the word? Oh, okay, Phoenix, you know how to put together the question you're asking. So is the difference between brazing and soldering is the alloys that you're using to form the connection, because solder is a particular alloy versus brazing, which is this tin and lead combination? So then, I don't know what the metals, what for solder, oh, let's see here. We're getting our soldering lesson and our didactic soldering lesson before we move on to the practical section. All right, syntho teacher, copper, bronze, aluminum. So is that the metals? Oh, okay. Bronze and aluminum. And do you need all of them, or can it be a combination of just 2 of the above? Can the 2 of the above be the same 2 above? Or does it always have to be a well, I guess you need 2. I'm not sure I understand the words that are coming out of my mouth to understand the questions that I'm trying to ask. Since I've never done it, I'm just looking at what Home Depot sells. Okay. Fair. Well, then I'll continue to ask random questions. I think I'm going to skip the satin stitch for this orientation because there is not a lot to work with. I think if I'd done squares rather than rectangles, I think in the future we're just going to do squares. Synth brazing is high temperature soldering. Okay, but not as hot as steel welding. Alright. Well, then these temperatures for this individual are just going to be child's play. These are the at-home tools versus what had been the professional ones. And now it looks like we're gonna stitch our, let's stitch the outside circle and then stitch towards the center. Alright, let's do that. Hello, oh, how dare you? Who is playing? Who's winning? Who's sucking balls? How did all these people have money from all of these interesting countries to have money to fly over and get expensive things? Are we laundering money again? Oh, is Qatar unloading? I don't feel like finishing that sentence right now. Oh, anyway, you could probably solder 2 needles together just using a candle. Oh, let's try that. Not on the sewing machine. I'll have to make sure I get the fire blanket, because am I a little paranoid? Yes, but it's been dry and... I'm just asking for a friend. But I do think it would be super hysterical if, when US beats Great Britain on the 4th of July, because if we don't, oh, and you need some solder, of course. See, that's the crucial part. I was like, oh, I can just here you had me forgetting the crucial step of soldering. The solder. Oh, funny. Oh, Morocco won Haiti too. Huh. Are they all going to sit down and have sweet tea after this? They're having minty sweet tea together. Very interesting games. Yeah. Curiouser and curiouser. Alright, let me trim up those. Let me just get rid of a couple of injuries. Hold on, clearing off the field. Out of the way. Now we're going to go from the circle to the center. Are we going on? We're going on the lines and between the lines. So 6. Alright. Let's just we'll see what happens. Did you synth wrap a little thin wire around them to hold them together. Hold them with pliers or tweezers that heat up and touch the solder to it. Okay. I think I can. This is gonna be fun. Knowledge acquired, tools mostly procured, will report back with results of experiment. Watch this space. Ooh, this is, yeah, 'cause so many things. I probably, even back when this art was fashionable, outside of folks who were in fishing families along the coast, because it's the ladies' fine art version of making fishing nets. Oh, good luck. Yes, I think we can. I think we can. I think we can. But, okay. Oh, back at the beginning. Alright, that's to Morocco, Haiti. Oh my goodness. Alright, you'll be right back. Oh, oh, I can't turn my eyes. That's okay. It's okay. What did we just do? That looks like the picture. Picture. Oh, I get there's so the picture's so much bigger. I can't focus. Yes, not bad, Phoenix, not bad. Let's get kind of nut. That's a high scoring football game. Oh. One side's given the evil eye and the other side has got voodoo on it. And the hoodoo. The hoodoo and the voodoo that you do. Oh man. Oh, Brazilian header. Oh, yeah. Now look at these ones. Oh, thank you. 9 blocks done, 7 to go. Not too shabby. Not too shabby. Wow. Oh my God. Look at. Excuse me. Speaking of Morocco. All right. Ink. Okay. Hold on one second. I gotta mute you guys for a second. Are those little tattoos you have? They are my temporary tattoos, or currently not permanent though. No, I clicked myself in. Did Mehendi again. Cause I know. Oh, they're so good. They're so good. But okay, I need to put my be right back thing on. I will be right back. Hold 1 second. If I can take that time. Oh, Phoenix. trying to be complicated and we're fluffing it up. Alright, I'm going to be right back. We're back. Catch my... I know. Oh, yeah, right. Yeah, just temporarily. No needles involved. No needing to worry about bloodborne pathogens. Just not moving my arm for a prolonged period of time. But... oh, I got distracted. Let's... my cardio output is shiza. Let's try this. This spirally doodly one. Okay. Yeah, I'm very curious to see how this is gonna wear as an actual bracelet over time, just to make sure. I know that I don't have any bobbin thread. But, oh, you know what? Since we're at a pause and Loki's not on the table yet, let me grab the Mummer's necklace and I'll show you what me and a scalpel did yesterday. You heard that correct. Handsome. Are you coming up here? Here, hold, okay, Loki, let me do this really first before you jump up here and get snacks. That's just so close. Okay. Oh. Took the scalpel around all the red flowers and did the cut work. Now I need to actually let's put in a red bobbin and start the satin stitch. Actually, oh, you know what? Let's just rethread and we'll do this satin stitch around the edges of the gold work because it needs to get done. I'm just gonna leave this here right now for everybody to give me some oohs and ahs, please. Please, so my ego needs feeding. My aura needs to be farmed. I'm going to be good. We're going to trim the blue out, wind it up and get some gold. Not real gold. Yeah. I know. Right? I know, because we have been stitching on this project since September. I think we started planning in August. Version 1.0, and then we started on this one September-ish. We've got shows about it. This project goes way back, and Mars needs to be wearing it. It needs to not be sitting on my sewing table. So we are gonna do it. Yeah. Yeah. Very literally, because there was a lot that happened between the start of this project and where we are now. And, oh man, should we be super fancy and hate ourselves and use this? Let's do it around the very bottom scale ups. Okay. Yeah, it's so close to being ready. But here we are, boys and girls. I'm gonna start in the back with this thread that we haven't used yet on this project, but I'm gonna sneak it in to finish the edges around these little gold leafy motifs. It looks, I know, there are real gold filaments and that, no gold, but yeah, we just like everything at the circus, it's smoke and mirrors and illusion. It's so expensive because of how we put it together. It's the collection of all of the materials, not that I needed to rely on one single piece of expensiveness. We are the sum of all the parts. And I want this part to be super sparkly. Yeah. Oh, that's I was watching. Hey. Oh no. Okay, you can sit there. It's okay. Okay. Deep breath. They do have gold thread that actually has 16, 20, some of the more malleable compositions of gold. They do have and or gold plated filaments, which is an option for the future, but for the immediate current and our Mummers project, it is just filaments. Tomorrow we'll use the proceeds of future projects to procure more fine materials and then really be charging some dough. I think Alibaba was trying to coerce me into getting some metallic eyed needles and don't have them. Just trying to remove some some of the loose ends. I did not hate using the scalpel yesterday. For some reason it worked better. I had more figured out the angle I needed to be applying pressure to attempt to approximate a closer edge and better cut. I did like it, but superior to using the fine snips. I think I just need more practice with both. I feel like I've got less funny flyaway edges. Just gonna go really slow, but try to tuck very carefully. Remember, boys and girls, tuck the edges off your fabric very carefully. I'm not comfortable with this thread. I'm not friends yet, so I'm just trying to be very slow to make sure I don't pull the bobbin thread through, because I want this beautiful, I want this really pretty gold metallic to show through, not the white bobbin thread. I am going to satin stitch around the very bottom, even though this is going to get covered at the end. I just wanted to have a secure enough border. I should have started at that end. Oh, pooper deepers. Alright. We're just going to sew in the direction I started, and then we'll make our way backwards. It's okay. Slow down, no pressure. All the sunshine. What you doing? Oh, nope, that was my slippers. I thought Chancla was good. Yep. I'm pretty sure in the tin of beads I have beads picked out for the center of the flowers. Oh, you know, actually, maybe, okay, we're going to do little beads in the center of the red and the center of the gold flowers. We'll do black in the gold flowers to make sure that they don't get lost. Just to draw some attention back to them with the monochromaticness. Is this spot separated? No. Well, that's unfortunate because I probably used the scalpel last night because I misplaced my snips. And oh, can I just pierce it? Can we just pierce the veil here? No. Ouch. I It didn't really hurt me. I just didn't like the way it was gonna slide through the fabrics. I know. No, don't go in. No. Not the tool for that job. I'm just going to skip that spot for right now and I'll get back to it. Because somehow I misplaced the tool. I would prefer. So I'm just going to jump over here. I'm just moving almost painfully slowly to have just the right pressure on to get the gold filament. Beautiful. I'm going to skip that flower, sorry, I'm going to travel back the path I came. Then we'll go around that scallop at the bottom. Don't go backwards. So I'm trying not to misshapen the scallop, but I need ideally to apply just enough pressure to turn under the raw edge of the fabric so that it gets encapsulated by the stitches. Oops. There's only one correct way to drive this path next. Oh, let's rotate the work. You know what? I'm just going to do the entire row of scallops first, and then we'll get back to the top. Just makes more sense, because then I can drive in one contiguous line along the scallops. Alright, let's hoop the hoop and reset for next scallops up. Pressure. No, I must have slept through. I heard there was all sorts of earthquakes this morning in California. All the fun things. All the funny business. I'm just applying a little bit of pressure to this most bottom border of the scallop. I want a little bit, but I don't want to tug it from the hoop. It just doesn't. So you don't need to go quite that painfully slow. My stitches are not slightly better, so I'm just going to go with it. Oh, you're back. Awesome, awesome. Welcome back. We are sewing so slowly around these little scallops here. Popping the hoop quite frequently. Real gentle and slow now. Yeah, probably after this section will be nice and slow, or as long as it takes trimming of threads. Just driving up to the top of the flower. Oh, thank you. Yes, this is a necklace that my mummers asked me, well, yeah, she said, I want a necklace that looks like that other thing, collar for a yoke for a shirt that I'd made. And she said, I want that as a something like that as a necklace in the colors red, black, and gold. And here we are. Actually in the home stretches compared to where we started, because we started with a square of fabric and a dream. Oh, since I got an iron lager recommended by one of the Rumble Bros. Good stuff. Ooh, fun. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I suspect that the creator program is going to be significantly thinned out starting in August, because people have the whole month of July to meet the new requirements, and okay, we'll just go back and yeah. I think the biggest thing is it's the new number of, to raise the chatters from 20 to 75 is huge. And I think it's good, but then I'm also, like, the number of viewers one needs to have 75 active chatters is quite substantial. Synth, it's wild how many of the smallest streamers on here are in the creator program. Yeah, they are going to be culled, and culled quickly at the end of July with the new requirements of 500 hours, view hours, 500 view hours, 75 unique chatters, 20 shorts are now 20 shorts. I wonder if they are still including the requirement for the 5 premium hours and 5 raids. Also, then I didn't see anybody posting their yeah, not anymore, big boys only. Yup. And pretty, like, good-sized big boys, I think. Because, yeah, 20 to 75 is huge. We can't even have this, the circus is just working on having 25 live viewers. Consistently. So, like, whoo, hot takes. Everybody would have to type and be in Rumble. Oh, no, I'm yelling. Maybe they're trying to make YouTube cool again. Well, yeah, I'm kind of of two minds on this. I think it. I suspect that the first determining factor was because there's only a set pool of money in their budget for the creator program, that they were seeing a tipping point between, you know, however much folks were generally making from their cut of the creator program versus the number of creators growing so much that they were going to have a drop in what they could offer financially. Not that it's any that they're obligated to pay, but or to blah blah blah. I'm making that funny mouth noise again. But I think that probably had something to do with it. And then it's kind of good to push people and not, when I have double-digit viewers, it's like, holy shit, right? I know. I'm like, I can't even imagine 75 chatters, because in my head you need, for every person that chats, it's like a one-to-one, because we had about 10 in Rumble, and right now we've got about 1.5 chatters. And so for a 10 to 1, so theoretically, unless you always had the same people following you around and who just, your little streaming group, oh, I know, I said something. Though, you know what, I think partly the numbers are funny. I've been noticing a funny business when I'm watching Rumble on my computer through the web, but I also noticed that it freezes up more frequently on a larger stream. Like when I was watching Sidewinders, that it would freeze up more frequently than when, I think, if ever, I was watching Colonel's Corner with Colonel Watkins. Yeah, whatever. They'll be back, or they won't. Folks can only handle us in small doses. We're just so ultra and so different. They don't know what to do. I know they're missing out on the creation of bespoke art. They are missing out. That sounds terrible. I could go out on a limb and surmise. I don't think there's anyone else doing it exactly like us. Oh, since who knows, the Whims of Phoenix and Roku viewers fare. Yeah, I do frequently watch on my Roku and then chat on my phone, or don't chat as the case may be. But I know, because there's folks who make stuff. And so many of these gamers have ladies that they love who make stuff. Are you boys holding out? Are you keeping me secret from the ladies who make things? You keeping me for yourselves? Alright. One more maniacal laugh, and let's pick our head up. Look at the chat. Oh, Oh, synth, who knows? Oh yes, I got that one. Apparently you can buy smart TV and watch random Rumble channels in the Roku app. Huh. Well, oh, I don't use the Roku app. I watch Rumble on the Rumble app on my Roku TV. So there. Well, that's fun. See, they're so confused, and they have their hands in so many baskets right now. Because the needs of pieces of it need these other aspects, but feels confusing also still, and at some point there's I don't know. I don't know. Oh, that's how it is now. Something. But we've not been taken over by zombies. Still year 500 million gajillion, 0 ads for Rumble Wallet. Absolutely 0. I will sing the praises of Rumble Studio because I don't completely hate it. Maybe it's possible. I'm just letting you guys know that there's a remote possibility that I've stitched myself into the hoop. Nope, we were just stuck. Might consider, if they have one, doing an ad read for Rumble Studio. So I'm just letting you know I might consider it. So here's your heads up. We don't do like any of those things most of the time. And Rumble doesn't even have enough ad money to have ongoing money for ad reads for Rumble Studio. Actually, you know what? Let's check. Not that we're gonna do this right now, but I'm curious. What if what? Oh, no. Oh, okay, no, yeah. No, Rumble Premium, Blackout Coffee, Rumble Wallet, Drive Growth HQ, another Rumble Wallet. Reads complete 0 of 3. Are they bringing back reads? Oh, I wonder. What does that mean? Rumble Premium, Rumble Wallet, Drive, Rumble Wallet. No. What? Ah. Let's see. Okay. Yeah. That kind of is funny to me for some reason. Maybe they just want to spam Rumble Studio too hard. Yeah, I guess not. Yeah, right now they've got Rumble Premium and Rumble Wallet. Oh, are they? So my one question with the July 1st edition updates to the Rumble Creator Program, do they still have the requirement for the 5 Rumble Premium hours and 5 reads? Or are they mixing raids and premium content But then, I would really, in my dream world, have it so that the premium content was linked better with locals, and that if you streamed on locals, that you could somehow just do Rumble Premium shows also, which I know that they can do because I'm looking at you, Viva Fry. So, okay, but I don't think enough people use, I think people are snoozing on Rumble Studio. Is what I think. So, as much as I not detest, I'm just not a fan of shorts, and I'm terrible about clipping. Maybe we'll have to clip some of our, maybe we'll clip the close-up shots. I wished I'd recorded the timestamps from when I did that, but we'll figure it out. Stay tuned. Maybe we'll do the Circus reviews, Rumble Studio clipping features, because nobody else is. So why not clown around with all these tools that are free and at our disposal? Okay. Stay tuned. Scuff alert. Oh, what the fuck? Rumble loading emote isn't animated. What? Is it just me because I'm not cool enough? Or did I not do the emote right? Aww. Where's my tester device? Let's see here. I like fall out of my chair. Oh, it's a Rumble emote now. No, I worked hard on my emotes. I clipped a lot of GIFs to bring you guys high quality emotes. I don't know how other people get their emotes, but darn it, that's what I know how to do. Also, I'm curious as to how many different assets. Maybe we'll go through and we're just going to go through and dig around, because it's at our disposal. It's literally free, and we haven't broken any tech. Oh my god! Good thing it's free, because as streaming software and subscriptions to YouTube and the such going to be included in the hellhole that is California's new proposed diabolical tax on online subscription service things. Those ones work. They're doing shit in the back end. They're doing some big upgrades and working out some new fancy things, and it breaks things. And their tech and help desk has been, people have been complaining about, so they're one of the serious things they're gonna have to take seriously sooner rather than later. Ow, why does the show look like a bag of dicks? Did I just freeze? It's me. Don't be a frozen bag of dicks. Oh, the commie hellhole that is. Oh, see, we're so subversive. I'm breaking the internet. Okay. I'll just talk for 5 more minutes. We're too hot to handle now, I see. Oh, yeah, I told you it's... Oh, that's what you meant. Alright. It is hella hot. Let me finish up my last thoughts now that I understand what was happening. I see what you're putting down now. I'm picking it up. But, yeah. I can't stitch this beauty with shitty audio video quality. Where was I? Oh yeah, Rumble's doing stuff. I'm gonna trim the thread and roll this up for now. Yeah. I think there's gonna be grumping. I think people are right to grump. Also, the creator program is their testing ground for different things, and if you don't realize that that's what you're participating in, that's on you. They kind of make it rather clear that's what your role is for them, and I think they haven't done a significant... They've had the same view time and chat requirements for at least a year now, and it was probably time to hurt a little bit as much as it's